When we heard 2020, we used to think of vision. We used to think of clarity, of seeing with precision. We didn't know back then, of course, that in this year of years, the world would fill our eyes, but also fill our ears, with a cacophony of sound effects spanning very small to great, the soundtrack to a striking year, which I'll now elucidate. It started with the sound of words, newly built, unmet, but they seemed so far away that they couldn't possibly pose a threat. Then came voices of reporters saying something could be coming. Then the water cooler whispers tried to drown the future's humming. Then came sirens of confusion, of panic, of fear, for the noise that once was distant was closer, closer, here. It was the sound of numbers, and they didn't seem to pause, and the theatres all went silent, ending their applause, and the school bells stopped their ringing, pubs gave their last orders, and the skies gave up the sound of planes as the world closed down its borders, and thus the great machine seized up, with all its engines ceasing, and in the silence came the counting of the numbers, still increasing. But also in the silence, there came the sound of hope as communities came together and together learned to cope with kinder words and helping hands and new-formed ways to shop. New teachers used their teacher voice and also prepared to hop to the sound of PE on TV with running, jumping, crawling, with the yas of online quizzing and families virtually calling, with the hello, can you hear me? Can you see me? Oh, hello, hi. And the okay, catch you soon. Oh, now how'd you turn it? Oh, okay, goodbye. And the gardens blazed with wildlife. All nature could be heard. And if you listened closely, the song of a newborn bird. And the click-clack of a walking frame from a guy who didn't want a fuss, to the sound of saluting skyplanes saying, "Happy birthday, Captain Tom, from us." And the chorus to our Thursday nights, when the nation did express gratitude to frontline staff when we clapped for the NHS. Aye, we clapped for our key workers, but then we stopped, you see, because they didn't need a clap, they needed PPE. And somewhere in the constant dance of daily truth and lies, we formed a weird obsession with Dominic Cummings' eyes. And that brings us to the laughter and the ones who made us roar. In the dark, they found the light and gave us gems like, "Frank, get the door." In lieu of graduation, of celebrating school achievers, our ears were blessed with the memories and the melodies of a cappella songs of leavers. But if there was a single sound that caused the world to seethe, it was the 8 minutes and 46 seconds of I Can't Breathe. And from its subsequent silence came the voices, and each letter spelt a clear instruction. We must make the future better. It cannot sound like yesterday. And if we make our noise today, we'll demonstrate to those who doubt there is a fairer way. in each of us is music, an instrument of our own. And when we play together, no one plays alone. Let 2020 be the year when our symphony is heard, when the orchestra of humanity unites and the lines between are blurred. And finally, we'll hear the sound that we can't wait to hear. The one I think we're waiting for. Each and every ear. It's the sound a body makes when being hugged so tightly. And we'll each embrace the other, saying, you are loved, you are loved, you are loved. Quite rightly. There's no question that this year of note was filled with sounds aplenty, but which will we remember as the sound of 2020?